Hi, I am Chavella Dobbins and Miss Chavella Dobbins, and I'm here at the ARTREE. And today I'm going to be teaching you how to do still life in spring colors, flowers. So, if you guys are ready to begin, so am I. The first thing we're going to start off is with the vase. Now, if you guys want to see, the vase is a cylinder shape. And it's about, I want to say, 8 inches in height and about 4 inches in width. So here we go. And it is shape of a circle, a long circle. That's what a cylinder is. It's kind of like a pipe. So today we're going to start off with the bottom. The bottom is the base part, and we're going to make a circle, an oblong circle. Going around. And then once we finish that, make sure you guys are not drawing the small size, because a lot of times we tend to draw smaller than what the object is. Still life, you have to usually draw the size of what you're drawing. So in saying that, you guys make sure that it looks real. Still life is like realistic drawing. So try to make it as realistic as you can. So then, once we're finished doing the oblong, we go to each side and we bring it up. We want it longer a straight line. We want it longer to have that effect of the length of the vase. Then again, once we reach and we did the bottom, we're going to do the same thing at the top. Oblong at the top. Then you'll have your shape of your cylinder. It's a circle, but it's oblong. That means that it is more of in width than in height. It's an oval shape. See, and there you have your cylinder. Now, if you want to, you can see a little highlights in here on the top to make it look more realistic. Draw the line below it. And then you can do a little shading if you want to. I'm not going to do a little shading because we're going to color this. We're going to do it in color. And we're going to do it in bright, beautiful spring colors. Spring is coming up, so I like beautiful flowers. And we're going to do the same thing at the bottom, but it's a little bit more thicker at the bottom. So we're going to go across the bottom from one side to the other. Got it, class? This is the simplest form that's done in the simplest way. Now, we're going to make a base, because the base can't just be sitting up in the air. So we're going to have to make a base for it, so something that is sitting on. Like for instance, this is sitting on a table. We're going to make a line going across each way to make it seem like it's sitting on something. It doesn't, a vase never sits in thin air, so we have to make it seem like it's sitting on something. So we're going to draw a line across one side. Then we're going to draw a line across the other side. And that's its base. This is the table. Okay, you guys. Now, the second part, now that we have the vase done, we're going to work on the marbles. If you guys could see this, they're little round marbles. And they're going to go at the bottom of the vase to give it some kind of pop. So, you know, it can be pretty colors. The colors we chose today are clear blue. It's very pretty, if you guys can see. See? And then we have oblong. This is the shape of oblong circle, but it's oblong. It's more long. And these are glass. As you can tell, they are in the bottom of the vase. Ooh, see? They're in the bottom of the vase. And this is what we're going to be drawing. This at the bottom of the vase. It's going to get, I don't know how many in there, so you don't have to be perfect, but we want this effect at the bottom of the vase. So we're going to start in. And we're going to go, it's about 1/4, 1/4 of a way. So see how big the vase is? It's about 1/4 of the vase. You have 3/4 left. Okay, here we go. Just a sec. Okay, here we go. Didn't find it for a minute, but there we go. Okay, but it's going to start drawing circles. As you, there's no position for none of them. They're just kind of going all different kind of ways. So, circle. And they could overlap each other too. You can make them overlapping, you guys. They don't have to be perfect. You can make them long, like I said, oblong. Small circle, big circle. As long as it fills the vase. And they are overlapping actually, so you want to kind of make it overlapping too. You give it that effect of depth. What I mean by depth, you give it like a 3D effect. It'll turn out real, real pretty. Doesn't have to be perfect. Everyone has their own style, and you should do your own style, what you feel comfortable with. And that's how most artists make their mark, their own style, their own unique style. And that's what they become famous for. So I'm just drawing little circles all over the place at the bottom. Remember, 1/4 of the way, not the whole vase, but 1/4 of the way. Now, isn't that pretty? Now, the next part we're going to do, now that we got this done, we're going to draw the stems. As you could tell, as you can see, in the vase you have 3 flowers, 3 different kind of flowers. So, you have 3 stems along with the flowers. So, there you go. So we're going to draw the stems. This is going to be like a long, skinny, kind of not thick line, but small line. So, draw it for you. Now that we see this flower is going this way, we want to make it have that effect of going out this way. So it would be going to your left. So what I'm going to do is, and you make sure your flowers are down where your rocks are at. And at the bottom, they're coming at an angle. So on your left side at an angle, and it's kind of like protruding out. You draw 2 lines to make a whole stem. And it's kind of curved. You see the curves? So you're going to curve it. Curve it. And then you have these little stems right here. See? And these stems are connected to the flowers. So you don't want to forget these stems. It wouldn't be a flower without the little stems that are connecting to it. So, and then you have the buds here at the top. These are the ones that are just barely starting to grow that will become a full effect of a flower. So if you guys can see this, you guys can see. So you don't want to miss too much detail. So we're going to start off with the stems. So let me give you a close-up. See the stems? Stems. We're going to draw these. And you don't have to be, like I said, the exact amount, but a good amount would make it seem more like it's more fuller. So you want to draw as many of them as you like to make it full and however you would like. So, and then also you have the buds at the end. See, they're little buds. So here we go. And the stems go 1, and then on the other side it goes up. Then it goes another stem. Let me finish making the thing, the long stem. And then it goes another one. And you notice how they are hanging. They're not up in the air, but they're hanging. So you want to make sure when you draw your flower, the flower kind of hangs. And then you draw the other stem going to this side. Another to this side. Another to this side. And then we're just going to draw the buds. See these things right here, the flowers, the buds. We're going to draw these. And it's kind of like a sunflower seed. If you guys ever seen a little sunflower seed, it's kind of like a sunflower seed at the end of them. It's shaped like one. And there we go. And now the next part is to draw the petals of the flower. See the petals? They're real pretty pink and yellow inside of there, and a hint of white. It's kind of like fading, so they're real pretty. They're really spring colors. They're really beautiful, and Easter colors too. So there you go. So now what I'm going to do is, in order to do that, I'm going to make it like an oblong circle, because that's what it's the shape of, like an oblong circle on each end. That's a little bit wider. And then if you notice, one side of the flower, because it's organic, and organic means it's not exactly the same size. It's nature, it's natural, but it has its own shape and form. So that means that it's organic. So it's bigger on this side than it is on this side. So we're going to start off with the end one, and the end ones as it goes down are bigger, and when it's smaller as it goes up, it's smaller. So you guys want to pay attention to that too. So we want to make it as it goes down bigger, then we go up, they're going to get smaller and smaller. Then it's going to turn into a bud. Well, we already actually done the bud. So okay, oblong circle. And remember, you guys, oblong circle, but smaller on the other side. Oblong circle, go to your stem, each stem. Oblong circle, bigger. Remember, it's bigger at the bottom and smaller at the top. Oblong circle. Go to each stem, bigger, and on each side it's smaller. It gives it that organic look. Then also again, now we're going up more. Remember, as we're going up more, the flower is getting smaller and smaller. So you guys have to pay attention to detail. So we're going to make this bigger and make sure it's connecting to your stem, you guys. And make this a little bit smaller. Bigger on one side, oblong. And then the other circle, kind of oblong, a little bit smaller. And then we're going to go, this is going to be the smallest flower right here at the top. And it's going to be a little bit big. Then we're going to go smaller. Now that we have that done, we have the inside of the flower. You see this, you guys? Right here. We're going to do these little things. I forget what they're called. The inside of the flower. But they're really pretty. So you guys want to see? There we go. This is what we're going to be drawing in the inside of each one. It's kind of like a star. Let's put it like that. So its shape is kind of like a star. We want to make like little triangle shapes going like this all around. Each one. 1, 2, 3 on one side. Then go to the other side. 1, 2, 3. Oh, look how pretty that looks. When you guys see it in color, it's really going to be real good. Then 1 triangle shape, 2, 3, almost as if you're making a crown, just a very small one on each side. 1, 2, 3. A crown fitting for a king or queen. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Go over. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then you guys have to also remember, as we get smaller, the inside of the flowers get smaller also. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So now that we are finished with this one, we're going to start on our second flower. And this is really pretty also. You guys see this? It's just a bunch of circles that we're going to make with the leaves surrounding them. So, how we're going to start off again is with the stem. And the stem, then we're going to start, once we do the stem, we're going to start off with the leaves, then the circles. So, let's begin. Put that back over here. Put it right back in order. So, now, the stem. Guys, pay attention to your vase and how it's arranged too. This stem would go kind of like in the middle of the flower, of the vase, should I say. It's the middle flower. So we're going down, again making a line, small line on each side to make the stem. This side, go down, this side, go down. Make sure it's touching the rocks as if it's going inside the rocks. Then we are going to have it to where it's coming out this way. And it's going to be like it's coming out at us. So, first thing we're going to make is the leaves, because the leaves are going to be first. See these leaves going around? We're going to go shape of the leaf. Other shape of the leaf. And it's going in like a circle, as in the background, as if it's a flower in the back, but it's leaves. It almost looks like a perfect flower if it was a different color. The ends are kind of long and pointy. And there's 3 on each side. So we go 3 on each side. And if your picture overlaps your flower, that's fine because that's what's going to happen anyway. So it just shows depth and space and those good things. And remember to keep it pointy at the end, you guys. The flowers are pointy at the end. Then you could go ahead and add your little circles in there. See the circles? So what I'm going to do, and it just depends. You can make your own circles or, but don't make them bigger than the leaves. You want to keep it pretty much in the size of what you're drawing, the realistic drawing. Make another circle all around. And if you want to make more to make it look fuller, use your imagination, you guys. You can. Circles. I don't know how many there is, but I think I'm going to make, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to make 7. One more to make mine look fuller. And probably one that's hanging down so it can look really unique. So I'm making a little 2 extra. So there it goes. That's for this flower right here. And then the next one. Now, wow, this, guys, look at this. This is beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Very, very nice. Makes me want to get ready for spring. So, how we're going to start off this one? Again, the stem. See? We're going to start off, and it comes at an angle because I have all of them going at an angle, but it's going to go to your right side this time. So let me put this back in here. And with this one, you see the middle of this? It's kind of like a little bud. So you guys got to pay attention to detail also. So we're going to start this. And now, these leaves are the biggest leaves of all of them, and they're all around the same size. So we can use this and do it all the same size. But we're going to start off with the stem first, okay? So we're going to start off again, line going up. And if you overlap, that's fine. Again. And then another line. Remember, to your rocks on out the jar. And you see how it's going to the side this way? So let me rearrange it. It goes kind of like this. So it's sticking all the way to your right side. And then we're going to go around. Hit that curve right there at the top. Now we can start making the petals. Now the petals, again, they're kind of small, you see, at the bottom. Then they come out circular at the top. So they're small at the bottom, then they come out circular at the top. So what we're going to do is start off the first one. And remember, it's bigger than all the flowers that we have drawn so far. So we're going to make it bigger size. So we're going to surround the circular. See? Circular around here, and bottom at the bottom, this is kind of small. It's almost like as if it's a cylinder at the bottom, then it becomes circular at the top. Again, and it's all right if you overlap. We're going to fix that. Round at the top. Almost like a cylinder at the bottom. We're going to leave that one alone because this is going to go up under it. That's where we call it. You guys are going to see the technique of overlapping.
It's overlapping your hand.
Oh, okay.
So you can just sort of continue, but just keep it out there. Thank you.
Okay. And you see, you guys, right here, we start small, like a cylinder, and then it widens up. Then it becomes circular. Same way here. And it's all right if it overlaps because in this flower it overlaps. Small, like a cylinder. Circular. Then this one too. Small, like a cylinder. It's all right if it overlaps with the other flowers again because we're going to fix that. That just shows depth and detail. More depth and detail. Small. At the bottom, like a cylinder. Again, if you want to make more petals than usual, to make it look fuller and nicer, I like to make things look fuller and nicer. So we're going to keep that in mind. Circular. And then right here, again, this will probably be my last one, last petal. A circular. Small at the bottom, circular. Now, right here, how it's in the middle, Gonna make a circle right there. And this is kind of like a flower or a bud right here in the middle. And it kind of points out. So what we're going to do, we're going to make a wide circle and then go to the middle of it and make a small circle. And I'll show you guys a technique when we paint it to make it look like it's 3D. Then, if you can really see, you see these little things, these little yellow petals that's in the middle of it. See? Surrounding the hole, going all the way around. We're going to do those too. Let's make little squiggly lines going up. Just shows detail. There we go. Now I think we're about ready to begin, you guys. This is the fun part. Painting it. Oh, let me do a leaf first. I forgot to do the leaf. There's the leaf, as you can see. So I'm going to fill in the leaf. Probably like maybe an inside of the vase. So I'm going to do a little leaf. Put it down. Get in there. And how we do the leaf is one groove. I don't know if you guys can see, but then you take it again, another groove and another groove. That will make 3. Then on the same side, you do 1, then 2, then around. Go around to touch it. Then you'll see at the top only has 1 leaf, and you want to keep it like that because it's kind of like organic looking. And the same technique, you can make it bigger or smaller on the other side. Maybe 1, go in, 2, go in. Like I said, if it overlaps, that's fine. We'll fix it. A point angle, 1, 2. Then you have your leaf in the inside. Now this is the fine time to start painting. Make it look real pretty and beautiful.
This lesson will be continued in tomorrow's session. Join us then for watercolor painting, spring flowers with Chavella Dobbins.